welcome back to our kitchen. We have a brand new recipe for you with a take on an old recipe. This is going to be called Camp Veggie Chicken. And the reason we want to call it camp is because something that you can easily use around the campfire. So what we normally would do with this is around the campfire during the hot summer days, we'd get some tin foil and put the ingredients in and make our own separate chicken campfire meals. But we want to have this year round, and I don't want to have to go out into the forest every time I want to make it. So we've developed a recipe so that we can make it right here in our kitchen. So without further ado, let's bring you the recipe from our kitchen to yours. We're going to start with some ingredients that we need. Obviously, you're going to want to have some chicken for this recipe. Now, we have used pork roast in the past, but we're going to be using chicken. It's about a quarter chicken per person. We're also going to use corn. We're cooking for a 3-person family, so we have 1 ear of corn per person that we have split in half. You're also going to want about 1 medium onion. Go ahead and have it cut up. You're going to need some butter. I don't know how much. It really just depends on how much butter you want. I like a lot of butter. You may not need that much. You're going to want a medium potato per person. So we have 3 medium potatoes. Now, normally our recipes call for our red potatoes to already be cooked, but you'll see these are actually raw, and that's because we're going to be cooking this in the oven for long enough that these are actually going to cook. By the way, you can use white potatoes. Our family prefers red potatoes, but once again, that's 1 per person. Finally, we're gonna add some veggies. Today, we're just going to be picking our carrots. When I make this by myself at home, I love broccoli. None of the rest of my family does. So I made mine with broccoli, zucchini, cauliflower. You could even throw in squash, whatever you want. If you have a favorite veggie, put that in the dish. It's just gonna make it taste much better. So now let's move on to the seasonings. You're gonna want salt and pepper. Everything tastes better with salt and pepper, right? But here's the secret ingredient. This is Veggie Dipalicious. This is one of our dips you can find on our website at www.allnaturaldips.com, and we're going to be using the whole package in this today. We are now ready to assemble all of our ingredients in our dish, but before you do, make sure that that oven is set to 375 degrees Fahrenheit because we will be cooking this dish for 1 hour and 45 minutes. So once you've got your oven preheated, you're ready to assemble. We are going to be using today a 3-quart bowl, as you can see. We've already got it pre-greased on the inside, so nothing is going to stick to it. And now let's start adding. We're going to start out with our potatoes. You're just going to want to sprinkle them on the bottom, kind of making sure they're all separated. And get a nice little flat area going here. Now we're going to go ahead and add some onions right on top. All right, you're going to want to add about half the onion in. All right, now that we've got our onions separated, we're going to add a few carrots to the bottom so we make sure that they're in there. Just kind of throw them all in wherever you might need them, and we can use the rest later. Now, let's go ahead and add some salt, some pepper, and some of your Veggie Dipalicious. Not all of it, because we want to reserve some for the top as well. All right, I've added about half the package of Veggie Dipalicious, and now we are going to start adding our chicken. All right, let's go ahead and add that chicken in. Now this is actually the hard part. The chicken, as you can see, is very large. You're gonna wanna make sure that it all fits in. So grab your bigger pieces first. These are quarter chicken legs, and then you will add in everything else. So I kind of got it flattened at the top. You can kind of see here. And now we can add some more ingredients. Now that we have our chicken in, we're ready to add our corn. Remember, these are full-sized corn that all we've done is broke it in half. Now it doesn't matter that your corn is going to go over the top of this. We are going to put a lid on it, but it's okay because everything's going to still stay in here. All right, now that we've got our corn in, we can go ahead and add more of our onions. Go ahead and finish those onions off. We've spread out our onion here, and next we are going to put in some of these carrots. Carrots are great because you can just slide them in any hole you see. So spread them around, put them in any spare place, and just get them in here. All right, now that we have the corn all spread out, the onion and the carrots, we're gonna go ahead and cut some pats of butter and spread them across as wherever we see we need some butter. You're gonna wanna make sure 1 pat of butter at least goes on each ear of corn. Okay, we've added those pats of butter. Now let's get to the seasonings. Now remember, Veggie Dipalicious has no salt already in it, so we're gonna wanna add some more salt again. And we can always add some more pepper. And finally, let's use the rest of that Veggie Dipalicious. All right, we've used all the remaining Veggie Dipalicious, which means we are ready to put this in the oven after we put a top on it. Now remember, this top is not going to cover it completely, but it is gonna hold in lots of moisture, which is gonna keep that flavor nice and together in there. So let's go ahead and put it in the oven, and we're gonna put the timer on for 1 hour and 45 minutes. See you then. Our camp veggie chicken is out of the oven and it's nice and hot. We are almost ready to eat. You're gonna go ahead and take that cover off carefully. You can see it's hot. And you'll see right on the top here, you'll see it has gotten slightly browned. That's okay. Ooh, and there's a lot of juice in it. Be careful if you're tipping it over to show people on the screen. And our chicken is fully cooked. You can see our carrots are up here, all nice and cooked. And you can see below that it is very juicy. That's that butter that melted. And I am ready to eat. So you can serve this just like this. You don't need anything else, but we're gonna add some bread to it because our family enjoys some bread. Don't forget, you can find all of our recipes and more at www.allnaturaldips.com. You can also purchase our dips like today's Veggie Dipalicious on our website as well. And if you do any of our recipes, hashtag AllNaturalDips so I can see it on social media and say, yeah! All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to give it a like, put a comment down below, and tell me what else you'd like to see in a dish with our dips. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.